AAC Commissioner Mike Oresco is furious that the Cincinnati BearCats aren't being included in the college football playoff and wants to go back to the BCS. Are you kidding me? Find out why it's better that the BearCats are not in the playoff at all. Hey guys, Donnie here with Pub Sports Radio, and it's time for your hot topic of the day, and we're talking college football playoffs. Why is that? Conference championship play is on deck this weekend. Some of these teams are going to pave their path to getting into the Final Four and the college football playoff here for the 2020 season. As we see it now, Alabama, Notre Dame, Clemson, and Ohio State are in those top four spots, and deservingly so. Clearly the best four teams in the country. Just outside of that top four, we have coming in Texas A&M at 5th, Iowa State at 6th, Florida in 7th, Georgia in 8th, and Cincinnati sitting there unbeaten at 8-0. But Donnie, Iowa State has 2 losses, Florida has 2 losses, Georgia has 2 losses. I understand that. I would still take those football teams over Cincinnati because I do think they would beat them. Even we were talking about a week and a half ago, if the Michigan game gets canceled, why not sign up and play Ohio State versus Cincinnati to play into the college football playoff? Why do that? We saw that just a year before. Cincinnati could not even score against Ohio State. These 4 are the best teams in it. But the crux of the argument why I want to have this hot topic video is because of Cincinnati themselves. Let's do a little bit of a history lesson, because history that we remember is history that's worth something. Take a look at UCF. 2017 season, undefeated national champions. So at least they said they were. Ran the table in the regular season. Won their conference championship game, then went on to the bowl and beat Auburn and claimed the national champion. I laughed at it. We all laughed at it. But you know what? It's something that still comes up at this time, that UCF claimed a national championship for the 2017 season, even though if they didn't deserve it. Those kids got rings. They hung banners up. What an interesting way to go forward throughout history and remember that. So let's move it into modern day today and take a look at Cincinnati. Yes, they are unbeaten. They are going to play in their conference championship game. If they do win that, they will go to a bowl and can crown themselves national champions because they won their bowl game and they were undefeated. Look at UCF. They say, hey, we was robbed out here, man. We was robbed. They can tell their grandkids that story, their great-grandkids that story. It'll last the time structure here, right? For as long as we're around on the planet, you are going to remember UCF was a national championship, even if they didn't garner any real interest in actually being the national champions because they didn't win the college football playoff. So if you are the Cincinnati BearCats, much better for your program. Run the table. Stay out of the playoff. Claim a national championship. Get your kids rings. Have your own parade in Cincinnati and be remembered in the record books, at least at your own institution, where you are claiming a national championship, and you can tell that story down the line. Because you know what we're not going to remember? An unbeaten regular season by Cincinnati, winning their conference championship, then playing Alabama in the college football playoff and losing by 30 points. What a story you can tell, Cincinnati. Stay out of the playoffs. Go undefeated. Remember that for the rest of your life, that we were the champions, as opposed to, boy, we really ran our mouths and got crushed in the football playoff. Stay undefeated, claim that national champion, and be remembered in history at Cincinnati. Not just a little footnote that sometime in 2020 you got absolutely rocked by Alabama and knocked out of the playoff. Claim your national championship. I'm Donnie Seymour for Pub Sports Radio. This was your hot topic of the day.